Greetings and blessings, dear friends in the Spirit. 111 is Eddie Louisi. How are you? How was your week? How was your weekend? I'm recording this on a Sunday, but yesterday I did a 5K walk. I'll say more of that in a second. But this is season 4, episode 2. And the theme I am calling, Will You Be the Author? Dun, dun, dun. More about that. But yes. So I'm recording this on a Sunday, September 18th, but yesterday, Saturday, my daughter Ella and we did the, now I always say Ageno. Here's the logo. But I think I heard Dr. Jamel Patterson, who's the president and founder, Ageno. I think I heard her say that. Jamel, call me up and let me know. Is it Ageno? But Ageno Foundation, they are an organization that gets money and fundraisers so they could drill boreholes for water in different countries. Basically in Africa, different parts of Africa, but they are slowly or quickly growing. But we did this 5K walk/run yesterday. Dr. Jamel Patterson, like I said, she's the founder, president. A few friends in his Bureau 1. John E. Missions from Uganda, his friends in Uganda did the walk also. And Himanshu Shekhar from India, he also did the walk in India with his friends. And a bunch of other people. I think they also are doing a walk in Israel. Maybe some other places too. I don't know all the places, but check them out. They have a Facebook page. They have a website page. I'll probably, once I finish this talk, I'll put their information there so you could check them out. But fabulous, fabulous, fabulous organization. And I am so proud and blessed and honored to be a part of it. So, will you be the author? I'm going to read from Neil Donald Walsh. On this day of your life, I believe God wants you to know that a new world is upon you and all peoples of the earth. A different tomorrow awaits. Nothing is going to be the way it was before. Not your finances, not your politics, not your work life, not your relationships, not the way you experience your spirituality. All of it is changing. And it is going to continue to change. The only question remaining, will you be part author of those continuing changes or merely one who is impacted by them? Love, your friend Neil Donald Walsh. Will you be part author of those changes or merely one who is impacted by them? Or a combination. Daily practice, sacred reading, and meditation. Spirituality is the intersection of 3 paths. Letting go of ego, an unconditional yes to conditions of human existence, and an immeasurable compassion. That was received from David Richo. I'm going to read from dailyword.com, Unity. I love this shirt too. You can't feel it, but it's like this soft material. It's not a regular t-shirt. So good job, Jamel. She upgraded the t-shirts. And I was, you check in and they give you a number, kind of like a marathon, and you pin it to your shirt. I was number 222, a very spiritual number. So go to Sacred Angel Numbers and look up 222. And I believe that wasn't just for me, but for all of us. I represented a part of Friends in the Spirit 111 because Johnny Missions, Jamel's, their friends, Himanshu's friends. So it's nice that some of our friends in the Spirit, some of our community from around the world participated. I reflect the light of God. If I gaze upon the surface of a moonlit lake on a still night, I will see light reflected on the water's surface. But if the wind disturbs the water or clouds obscure the moon, the reflection won't be visible. This truth pertains to my spiritual life. The light of God is always shining, even if the winds of life disturb my focus or the darkness of my doubt cast a shadow. I have the power to calm the winds and clear the clouds, so I may see the light shining brightly and reflect it once again. I tend to my spiritual path and deepen my awareness of God's presence. I make time for prayer and devotional practices to better reflect the light of God. I am a spiritual being, a living reflection of all that God is. And from Hebrews 1:3, He is the reflection of God's glory and the exact imprint of God's very being. This is received from 3 Minutes a Day Christopher Books. It's called Reignite Your Spiritual Pilot Light. Dolly Parton lets her light shine in many ways, not just as an entertainer extraordinaire. One of her most impressive acts of philanthropy stems from her founding of the Imagination Library, which has donated more than 150 million books to children worldwide to promote literacy and self-esteem. I never knew that. But even though she's focused on shining a light on faith, hope, and goodness, Dolly endures times of darkness like everyone else. Of course, right? She's a human being. So how does she respond? As it says on the 4 Christopher Awards she has won. Interesting. It's better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. Dolly agrees with that sentiment. During a Christopher Close-Up interview, she concluded that in times of darkness, this is a quote, I go to that God core inside of me. Even when I feel like my little pilot light might have gone out, I know it's still there. I just have to reignite it through prayer, faith, love, friends, and family. And from Psalm 18:28, it is you who light my lamp. The Lord my God lights up my darkness. And the little prayer at the end. When I'm feeling overwhelmed by darkness, Lord, ignite the light within me through service, prayer, family, friends, and the power of love. Will you be the author of your life? All right. This is a quote. I can't tell what the picture is. Oh, it looks like coffee beans and a cup. It's hard to tell, but that's what it looks like. Take time for yourself. Sometimes the best way to get answers about your life is simply spend some quiet time alone. Look within and ask yourself some deeper questions. How do you feel? What do you want overall? You know yourself better than anyone. Have faith in your own wisdom. Good morning. Will you be the author of your life? This is received from Science of Mind. It's a little page on spirituality and leadership. It's called Creative Leadership. No Place for Sissies. Betty Davis is famed for immortalizing the saying, old age ain't no place for sissies. Or as Betty Davis would say, age ain't no place for I don't know if that was Betty Davis now. Well, neither is creative leadership, especially for those of us grounded in spirit. Why is creative leadership especially challenging for spiritual leaders? Because our values shift the focus away from our personal profit and raise the stakes for service in the world. Right? Service in the world. We care, and being innovators with heart inspires greater risk. Spirit transforms boundaries into benchmarks, just as our goal should be to thrive into old age despite the challenges of our bodies. The goal of creative leadership should be to thrive as innovators despite inevitable failures and readjustments. Why is this inevitable? Because creative leadership is at heart a great experiment, and experiments inevitably challenge our hypotheses before they confirm new knowledge. We become curious, learning to find nourishment in possibilities and uncertainties, embracing risk as we take a leap into the unknown. Cue the music. There is no formula for success, no clear-cut strategy to build resilience and ensure a leader will thrive. Think of your friends who struggle with physical challenges. Some are in pain in body, mind, and spirit, while others search for and find a way to live well despite suffering. One person's rejuvenating tool to build adaptability is another person's unmanageable chore. It is better to start with and always return to questions that help you identify where you find joy. What lit up my soul this week? Which relationships make me truly laugh or inwardly sing? What task feel like home? Resilience grows out of our joy, and joy fuels creativity by vanquishing fear and expanding the soul. In response, the soul becomes a source of sustenance, what Rumi called a river in you, a joy. Creativity and spirit speak the same language. Breathe in the same breath. And that breath, when activated, is itself the breath of joy. This truth is the business of creative leadership and the source of great innovation in business. Your best daily resource is to find the sweet spot where divine joy expresses itself through you, a river of sustaining resilience. And they say, so it is. I am going to end with the Tao Te Ching of Lao Tzu, and then we'll see if I have anything to say afterwards. I could tell I'm a little tired. I could hear my voice. I could tell the way I'm reading. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all God. And last week I got up 2:44 to do this. Today I set my alarm for 4:44. Yeah, 2 hours extra sleep. Do I look a little bit more beautiful? Sorry, you podcasters, you can't see me. A man who tiptoes can't stand. A man who straddles can't walk. A man who shows off can't shine. A man who justifies his actions isn't respected. A man who boasts of his achievements has no merit. A man who brags will not endure. To a person of Tao, these things are excess food and superfluous. I can't think, I'm sorry. Behavior. Superfluous. Can't get it. Because nothing good can come of them. He doesn't indulge in them. So, dear friends in the Spirit, will you be the author of your life? Will you be a good leader? Will you be compassionate, kind, loving? Will you be non-boastful? Will you go into the internal light, the internal God, when there's darkness in your life? Will you try to find that path of spirituality for you? And it's a special path just for you, right? It doesn't have to be Friends in the Spirit 111. It doesn't have to be a certain church. It could be all, anything, nothing. It could just be sitting by the water if you're by the ocean, or by a lake, or sitting on your deck if you have a deck, or riding a bicycle, anything. But will you be the author of your life? What is it right now? You're hearing my voice, you're seeing me. Right now, what are you thinking of? What is something that you always wanted to do and you've been putting it off? Can you start now? I mean, really, right now. Once this podcast is over, just start it, right? What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose but fear itself, right? Pure love casts out fear. 63 years old, went down to Nashville, recorded music. Yesterday morning, I woke up and Sherry Throw and I are texting and sending emails how to do all the correct things to get our music on Spotify. And I'm saying, wow, at 63, I'm kind of being the author of my life, doing some new things that I've always wanted to do. And there are some challenges and there's some fears, but I'm doing it. When you look at the t-shirt that I'm wearing, Agano, right? Agano saves lives. Dr. Jamel Patterson started this 11 years ago, and she started the walk just last year. Myself and my daughter Ella, we were fortunate enough, blessed enough, honored enough to be part of that walk. So only in the second year, but so many great things are happening. And she pulled me off to the side right before. She goes, Eddie, she goes, this is global. This is happening around the world. And I said, yes, isn't that beautiful? Friends in the Spirit 111, Cue the Spirit with Eddie Luisi, is turning global also. Isn't it wonderful? With computers and the internet and social media, it's pretty amazing. On your phone, on your computer, you could have friends all over around the world. You could do a post. You could send out a message of inspiration, and it touches lives all over the world. And sometimes the reach doesn't have to be millions of people, like celebrities have millions of people, and TikTok people have millions of views. Sometimes you only need one view, or 10 or 100 or whatever. But what you are doing, it's making a difference in someone's life. Will you be the author of your future? Will you help make those changes and steer that direction? And of course, during that journey, there are other circumstances, other people, other things that will be happening that might take you into a different direction. But in your mind, is there one thing that you really, really want to do? Try doing it. And while you're doing it, keep our community of friends in the Spirit 111 in your thoughts and prayers. Because we got you. We got you back. We're praying for you. We're sending out good thoughts, well wishes, vibrations, frequencies, all good stuff. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to share your faith with family and friends. Stay blessed and a blessing. And cue the Spirit. Have a great week. Thanks.